keep this bell safe, right? All right, let's see what this one's about here. And we're going to start off with the IMDb plot. Follows a group of friends who travel to a secluded campsite to film a documentary. What they find is something much more sinister than they could have ever imagined. All right. Group of friends going to a campsite, sinister stuff. Yeah, we know that this is going to be bad for them. All right. Uh, all right. So this one, we're gonna get it off here at the top. Screener review. So we'll try to keep this as spoiler free as possible, and it is new. I believe it had a theater release, and it is out on demand in some places, and it'll be out on a DVD soon enough. So, with all that, we'll try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. Might be a little hard. I'll try not to give too much away. But basically, to get through a little bit of what's going on here. Early on, it starts off in a good fashion here. You have two people who have been captured up at this campsite, and they're gonna be they're doomed by this big dude wielding an axe, and that's kind of how we start off things, and then we swing into the current group here of kids or young adults that are going to meet their doom soon enough, I guess. And they're heading up, and it's kind of in the typical horror fashion here. You kind of get an introduction to them, and they're doing their thing and being stupid and all that kind of stuff. And you get to know a little bit about each one of them, just a little, not too much. And of course, then they get to the town and they make their stop and they ask them for directions, and we're checking off all the usual boxes as they head over there. So I kind of mentioned a lot of the usual because one of the first things I liked about this film is it does have a twist, and I must say this is not one of these twists that kind of come much towards the end of the movie. This one's going to come maybe halfway, kind of when things start to roll, when bad stuff starts to happen, and I don't want to give it away because, like I said, a new movie here, but I liked it because, like I said, very much the beginning of this movie is everything that you'd expect to see, especially if you've seen this, going to the campsite, bad stuff's gonna happen, typical kind of slasher kind of thing. So basically the thing here is that Hank is the guy with the axe, and the legend up here is you go up there and you ring the bell. Hank is going to come out and kill you. And of course, at the beginning, there's people who believe it and people who make fun of it and don't really believe it. So, that's the people that the kids meet before they really hit the campground here. So, of course, they go up there, they set their tents and they get ready. And then they go and they film themselves. And, of course, they're going to ring the bell because why not? And if they didn't ring the bell, we wouldn't have a horror movie here. So they go and they ring the bell, and nothing seems to happen at first, but then some bad stuff is going to happen. So, like I said, once they ring the bell and the bad stuff starts happening, you have already set expectations because of what you've seen and what you've been told so far. But like I said, there's going to be a little bit of twist here. And I liked that. I liked that little change there that they do. Of course, I'm not going to give it away, so hopefully those who see it know kind of where I'm going and what I'm talking about. Um, and then uh, I'm gonna say, yeah, I want to say again, it might give stuff away, but I guess there's gonna be some other bad people in this movie too, and I liked that too. Um, they did a good job with that. Kind of reminded me a little bit of the Evil Dead. Not totally there, but a little bit. So I kind of liked that as well. Um, some of the deaths that end up happening weren't too bad. Um, Maybe could have gotten a little bit more bloodier than it was. You guys know that I like the blood and guts, so maybe a little bit more there. It didn't get too bloody. There were death scenes, but it wasn't an overall bloodbath here. Um, so the good and the bad with that, and I guess once we kind of get past that twist and you kind of then see what is happening and then see the story, um, then I guess it's a little bit of the usual then from that point on. You kind of a little bit. They're going to take their time and kind of explain, what is going on here really, and it's going to take you kind of back to a quick little history lesson of the bell and the story there. I don't want to say too much there. So you're going to get to learn a little bit more about the legend and what is going on here with that. Um, the ending, they try to amp it up and they try to have the action. I don't know. I guess the one of the things, like I said, a couple of things I like, but I guess one of the things that I wasn't so certain with or kind of bothered me with, maybe the pace of the film. I don't know. Like the action seemed okay, and like I said, everything in the beginning, the setup was fine, and I don't know, but there's certain points it just seemed, a little slow, and I'm not gonna say I was all aboard with all the acting there, and I don't want to call anybody out. And it might also been, I don't know if it was the acting or the pace. I don't know. It just seemed in certain places just a little slow, or a little uneven. I don't know. Probably the big fight that's supposed to happen at the end, like, I don't know. It seemed to start off kind of good, but then kind of just, it's like, okay, now it's time to end, so let's just end it. I don't know. There's just something a little off there. So I don't know about that. Um, let's see what else to say. I don't want to give too much away. I guess towards the end of the movie they make it kind of like if the ones that are going to survive, if there are survivors, well, I guess there are survivors now that I've told you, but are now going to go on this mission to, I guess, you know, involve themselves in other legends and stories and whatever, blah blah, or I go crime fight or paranormal, search for the paranormal or whatever, and I don't know. It was just a little weird. I don't. I don't know. If they really truly want to do more movies in this kind of environment or this kind of thing, or with these character that survives, or they were just that's the ending they picked. I don't know. It was a little weird. I guess when you survive that, I guess you want to be excited and whatever. But I don't know why you'd want to then go and involve yourself and so forth. But whatever. It was a little weird. So yeah, I guess at the end of the day, that this movie, has some good, has some bad. I did catch one or two other reviews for it, and I guess they also had a little bit of mixed feelings for it. So I guess if you're looking for the slasher kind of movie, This might be it. It's not gonna get, like I said, extremely bloody, but it's still gonna have some little bit of decent action and kills. The twist is gonna make it a little bit different though, and not maybe what you'd expect. I liked it. I liked the change up. You can maybe take a few of the hints that I said and maybe put them together to figure out what is going on here. But yeah, I just, it wasn't bad, but I don't know. There was something off, and it might have been the pacing, and it might have been the acting, and so forth. Um, I don't know. I admittedly wasn't sold on all the acting there. Not terrible, but just enough to bother me in some parts. But it is what it is. I don't want to call anybody out or anything like that. But with that, I think I'm gonna give it 2.5 pools of blood. Like I said, kind of, and that is out of 5. So a little bit of down the middle here with this one. So like I said, it just came out, so hopefully you guys catch it. It'll be on demand and so forth. And of course, if you guys are into the DVDs and stuff, it'll be out on that soon enough as well. So again, 2.5 pools of blood out of 5 for this Bellkeeper here in this Bellkeeper story. So I like the name and so forth. That's a little bit interesting there. So with that, horrorstory.blogspot.com is where you can find all of my reviews, written and video. Of course, plenty of video reviews lately. So if you want, you can subscribe, like, do all those things that everybody wants you to do. If not, no worries. But also definitely check out the shorts while you're here, trying to keep you guys entertained and informed, and kind of a combination there as well. So Twitter, Facebook as well. Reach out to me if you have something for me to review. You want to talk horror. Definitely, if you have something you think I should be watching, please let me know. I'm definitely always looking for stuff to watch, even though I seem to have plenty to watch. And definitely in the comment section. Once you guys catch the movie, let me know what you guys think. And did you kind of like that little kind of early midway twist to the story, like I did? And whatever you guys thought about the Bellkeeper here. So with that, I guess I'll catch you in the next review, horror fans.